Are you a fan of science fiction? Today, I take you on a special tour of films that once sparkled in the shadows, but rightfully deserve a place in the minds of all genre lovers. These thrilling tales, rich with action and groundbreaking atmospheres, take us to futuristic realms, dystopian settings, and alternate realities that perhaps slipped under the radar, but they certainly left their mark on the world of cinema. Get ready to discover these unjustly forgotten science fiction films and let yourself be amazed by their brilliance. Nemesis, 1992. In a dystopian cyberpunk future, former cop Alex Rain is a combat expert caught in a deadly conspiracy. Humanity has reached a technological level where cyborgs and modified humans exist, creating a class of individuals stronger than normal humans. After a failed mission, Rain is severely injured and forced to rebuild himself with cybernetic parts. While seeking revenge, he uncovers a criminal network manipulating society through these cyborgs as he struggles with his identity between human and mechanical. The film's atmosphere places Rain in a confrontation against the greatest evil he has ever known, his own altered nature. The main cast includes Oliver Greiner playing Alex Rain, Marilyn Harty as Anne, and Tim Hortons portraying the cyborg. As a curious fact, even with its restricted budget, despite its limited budget, the film was greatly appreciated in the cult film community for its groundbreaking special effects and its everlasting action scenes. It's titled Split Second. In a bleak and rainy future, London is engulfed in climate chaos, with relentless torrential rains, leaving the city submerged in an everlasting storm. In this scenario, Detective Harry Stone faces off against a serial killer who appears to have supernatural abilities. During the expedition's unexpected turn, Stone realizes that the murderer might be associated with a monstrous being, a creature that is nearly mythological, and aims to unleash its rage on humanity. While the house moves forward, Stone encounters not only a dangerous criminal, but also the truth about the monstrosity that is haunting the city. The tense atmosphere, combined with paranoia and mystery, makes this film a unique exercise in suspense and action. Rutger Hauer plays Harry Stone, while King Carter takes on the role of Michelle in the lead cast. Curiously, Split Second is considered a perfect fusion of a police thriller and a horror film influenced by the visual aesthetics and atmosphere of Blair Tanner. In No Escape from the Scandals, the story unfolds in a dark future where overpopulation is a rising concern, and inmates are dispatched to a prison island that fosters a radically independent society. The story follows Alex Marin and Sean Robbins, who is imprisoned after being deceived. When he reaches the island, Robin finds that the inmates not only battle each other, but also endure the relentless oppression of a hierarchy established by the prisoners themselves. As Robin adapts to a dangerous environment, he must survive internal struggles while facing the detached leaders of the prison. Alliances are short-lived, and the violence is relentless in this perilous and harsh prison. The main cast includes Ray Liotta portraying John Robbins, Lance Harrington as Slater, and Stuart Wilson in the role of the father. Interestingly, the film unfolds in a futuristic backdrop where government control has created a harsh justice system, reflecting the societal worries of the time. Virus of the time. After a fierce electrical storm, a merchant ship finds itself trapped in the middle of the ocean, with communication completely cut off. The crew finds themselves compelled to enter a seemingly deserted scientific station in their quest for shelter. What they uncover is far more horrifying. The station has been invaded by an alien artificial intelligence that has taken control of the work equipment and seeks to assimilate humanity. While trying to escape, the crew encounters an alien machine capable of invading any technology, compelling them to confront both the alien menace but also their own survival in a world that has forgotten its rules. Jimmy Lee Cortez plays Tommy, William Baldwin plays Steve, and Donald Satterthwaite plays Crawford. As a curious fact, despite receiving mixed reviews for its screenplay, Verhoeven was among the first films to delve into the idea of an alien AI that can control human technology. In a society of the future, soldiers are genetically crafted to achieve peak combat performance, and Top is among the most adept and seasoned of them all, is let go as he is succeeded by a new breed of improved soldiers. After being left behind on a barren planet, Top has to learn how to survive in a world he has left behind, as he faces both natural dangers and hostile factions that inhabit the planet. Throughout the narrative, Top encounters a group of survivors who provide him with an opportunity to redeem his life and face the ghosts of his past as he struggles to keep his new family safe from external dangers. The main cast includes Kurt Russell portraying Top, Jason Scott Lee as Kane 607, and Colin Nielsen as Sandra. Interestingly, while Soldier was not a hit at the box office when it first came out, It has gained a following over time for its hard-hitting action and themes about humanity, warfare, and technology. The Fortress, in a stronghold. In a dystopian world where overpopulation reigns, the government has taken drastic steps to manage crime, such as creating advanced prisons. John Herrick Bresnik and his wife Karen Bresnik are arrested and sent to a futuristic prison where inmates are monitored by a totalitarian system and subjected to constant surveillance, electronic oversight. As the harsh conditions of the prison escalate, John finds himself battling for survival while attempting to flee with his wife, who is equally at risk. The film examines topics like social control, human resistance, and the fight for liberty. The leading roles are played by Christopher Lambert as John Harry Benwick and Kent Vernon as Kent Benwick. As a fun fact, The Fortress was among the earliest films to adopt such a direct focus on control technology within a prison setting, predicting many concerns regarding surveillance and social control. That would later be delved into in other works. Moonfall, the year 1990. In the 21st century, private corporations control space mining and the resources of Moonfall, a remote mining colony. They are essential for the survival of humanity. A crew of space pilots under Jacques' leadership must tackle a mystery when sabotage strikes the mining stations. As they struggle to uncover the traitor's identity, the group becomes embroiled in a much larger conspiracy that threatens the colony's stability and humanity's future. Tension rises as Jacques and his crew must rely on their skills to face not only the internal threat, but also a mysterious enemy that threatens all they have known. The main cast includes Michel Paré as Jacques and Lee Myers as the Colonel. As a fun fact, Moon 44 was directed by Ronald Emmerich, the same director as Independence Day, who would later create another major success in science fiction. RoboShocks, the year 1999. In a future ravaged by apocalypse, the major world powers settle their conflicts with colossal robots controlled by human pilots. The pilots known as RoboShocks engage in epic battles on behalf of their nations. This narrative centers on Achilles, a seasoned pilot who encounters his toughest challenge yet when he faces a new, unbeatable adversary, while also getting caught up in a conspiracy that could change the course of the war. The battles are intense, but the corruption behind the corporations controlling the fate of nations is also explored. The leading cast features Gary Graham portraying Achilles, Annie Marie Johnson as Syndrome, and Danny McConaughey in the role of Mickey. As a curious fact, RoboShock is known for its low budget and limited special effects, which has turned it into a cult film among fans of B-movies and giant robot enthusiasts. The Hidden. 1. An FBI agent, played by Kane Van Gallahan, works with a local officer to investigate a series of bizarre crimes in Los Angeles. As they investigate, they discover that an alien is possessing human bodies, taking control of them to commit crimes such as theft and murder. This grotesque-looking extraterrestrial feeds on human emotions and seeks to escape from the agents pursuing it. This movie combines action, sci-fi, and horror, establishing a continuous suspenseful atmosphere while the main characters confront an unseen and frightening danger. Oscar Kane Van Gallahan is the FBI agent and Michael Nouri plays Detective Charles Dale. Interestingly, Hiding didn't perform well commercially when it was released. It has garnered a loyal audience thanks to its unique genre fusion and for being one of the earliest films to portray an alien invasion so unusually. The Last Starfighter, a film from the decade. Alex Rogan, a young man who enjoys playing an arcade video game in his city, realizes that the game was not merely a pastime, but is actually a test to choose pilots for an actual war in space. When Alex is enlisted by an alien species to pilot a spacecraft and battle a galactic nation, he becomes embroiled in a far larger interplanetary conflict than he had ever envisioned. As he battles alien adversaries, Alex has to adapt to his new role as a hero and space combat pilot. The primary cast features Lance Guest as Alan Rohan, Robert Preston as Centauri, and Dan O'Halley as Gray. Interestingly, The Last Fighter was one of the first films to use computer-generated special effects, CGI, for the space flight scenes. This made it a historic technical hit of its time. In a distant future, humans are at war with an alien species known as the Drax. During a space mission, a human pilot, played by Dennis Quaid, crashes on a remote planet along with a Drax, a reptilian-looking alien. Initially, both enemies must survive together in a hostile environment. As their relationship evolves, they realize they have more in common than they thought, and must unite to fight for survival. The film explores themes of friendship, sacrifice, and what it means to be human, even in extreme circumstances. The main cast includes Dennis Quaid and Louis Gossett Jr. Interestingly, Animal Mind is known for its emotional story and powerful performances, especially that of Lois Gossett Jr., who transformed into a dragon despite being covered in prosthetics throughout the entire movie. Species, paragraph 5. After a scientific experiment to create a hybrid life form, a woman named Zill escapes from the laboratory and begins a race forward to avoid being stopped. Zill, a creature half human and half alien, is programmed to reproduce and give rise to a new race of extraterrestrial beings, making her a threat to humanity. As the scientists try to capture her before it's too late, Zill begins to develop rapidly, demonstrating intelligence and superhuman abilities, triggering a race against time to prevent a global catastrophe. Among the main actors, we find Natasha Henstry as Zill, Ian Cakeley as director Stephen Arden, Michael Manson as Preston Lennox. As a fun fact, Species became a box office hit despite its mixed reviews, and has remained a cult classic due to its blend of horror and science fiction. In addition to Henshaw's iconic portrayal as the seductive immortal Sia, The 13th Floor, 1999. In the near future, a man named Douglas Holt discovers that his reality might be a computer-generated simulation. The character becomes embroiled in a mystery when his boss is murdered, and he begins to investigate through a virtual world created to replicate the 30s. As he delves deeper into this world, he will uncover secrets about his existence and the nature of the simulation surrounding him. The film explores philosophical themes about reality, consciousness, and control, while Douglas struggles to uncover the truth behind a system designed to manipulate human lives. The main actors include Daniel Brackle as Goddard Hall, Arne Mueller-Stoll as Harold Fuller, and Gretchen Moll as Shane Fuller. Interestingly, 13th Floor was largely ignored when it came out, but it has since attracted a loyal audience due to its compelling narrative and unexpected developments. And there they are. These gems of science fiction, which, although they did not always receive the recognition they deserved, continue to stand as a testament to the creative power of the genre, inviting us to explore the unknown, to question our reality and enjoy unforgettable adventures. If any of these intrigued you, or if you already knew about these hidden gems, tell me in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more content like this.